Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be discussing the topic of looking ahead, and I'm going to give you my take on it and see if we can help you with understanding how you would apply it to yourself, because everybody applies it differently, which is why it's a bit of a difficult topic to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and scramble the cube up. Okay, so now I'm going to get the cross really quickly, hopefully quickly. All right. So basically the concept of looking ahead is you find an F2L pair and you match it up. Now in the process of matching it up and putting it where it belongs, you are looking for your next pair. Okay, so here I can see, I saw it immediately as soon as I was done the cross, these two here are a pair and these two. And because these two belong in this slot, I don't actually have to look for my next pair. I already seen two of them. Now I can look for another one if I want, and I can see it's right here. So what I would do is, because this is going to stay here, I would match it up, and as it's bringing this out, I would track where these are going. Okay, so now I can see that the green is on this side, so I've got to match them up like this. And as I'm inserting this, I'm looking for my next pair, so I see that there's one here and one down here. Okay, so there's blue here, which means it can come up, and then that's already matched up. So that's the concept of looking ahead. Like, you know your F2L pair is pretty good, and you're trying not to watch what you're working on. Instead, you're working on it and you're trying to look for your next pair at the same time, and that is looking ahead. Okay, so it sounds a bit easy, but it's really difficult if you've ever tried it. So I'm gonna kind of show you how I figured it out and kind of make a point. So what I'm gonna do is scramble it up again. Okay, so I've got a scramble. I'm going to get the cross again. All right. Okay, so there's the cross. I'm not going to look at any F2L pairs here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring myself into view here, so you can see both my hands and my face. And I haven't spotted my first F2L pair yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly glance the cube and try to find one. And then I am going to look up at the camera up here again, to make sure that I'm not looking at it. So I'll find a pair, and before I do any movements, I'll take my eyes off it to see if I can actually pair them up and put them in place without having to look at them, because that's really the point. So let's go ahead and try this. All right, so there's one, there's two, where's the third one? There it is. Okay, 3 and 4. So now we've got all 4 in. So those were easy cases actually. Like, I knew how to put those in just by looking at them. I didn't have to look at them. So let's go ahead and scramble it up again. All right, now let's go ahead and, I did not do that cross correctly. There we go. Okay, so before I look at it again, I gotta look up, and now I'm gonna glance it. Before I make any movements, I am going to look back up. So let's go ahead and try to find a pair. There we go. Find the next pair, which is right here. Did I get it? I did not get it. You see, so there's an example right there. Okay, so it's sort of like you're testing yourself. And this is the point I'm trying to make, is in that case, I did not know the algorithm or the case good enough to turn my gaze away from it and look ahead into other stuff. So let's go ahead and keep going here. And let's see. Did I get it? I did not get it again. So again, I didn't know that case. So let's go ahead and try this. I did get it, and then this one's very, very easy. So let's try it one more time. All right, and then we shall get this. All right, I'm not looking at it. Let's try it again. Where is a pair? Got it. Got it. Got it. And I got it again. So anyways, let's go back to just the hand view. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is that if you don't know your F2L cases good enough that you can do them without looking at them, then you can't look ahead. You know, I mean, if you have to look at the work that you're doing, it just means that that's where you're at. You know, it's there's nothing wrong with it. Looking ahead only comes at a certain point in time. It's not just something you can just watch this tutorial and automatically do. It's not like that. And that's why a lot of people ask all these other people, what, I don't know how many times that I've gotten actually a question in a personal message or on Facebook or in, you know, a comment, people saying, what can I do to get faster besides practice? Don't say practice, because they're sick of hearing it. But looking ahead is what is going to make you really fast. It's your cross and your F2L that's going to make you do it, especially the F2L stage. Knowing algorithms, of course, is good, but looking ahead is really, really, really important, and it's all in F2L and some cross as well, but I'll cover that in another section when I learn how to do it properly. So, you know, there's more than just that too. So not only do you have to know your F2L cases really, really good, there's also the turns per second, you know. So in a case like this, let's just get the cross. Okay, so I know how to match these two up. Okay, so if I do it as fast as I can, I didn't have time to look ahead there because I am moving too fast to look ahead. Because again, the more you practice, the more you start to anticipate where pieces are going to land. Okay, and it's really difficult. Like, I'm trying to look ahead here, but I can't because I'm turning too fast. Now, if I was turning slow, obviously I'm going to have an easier time looking ahead. So Felix Zemdig's, for example, when I watch a solve of his that's 7 seconds and he's spinning the cube so fast, it's a blur. I don't understand how he can be looking ahead. And the only thing I can think of is that he knows his F2L cases so well that he literally does not have to look at how he's doing it. And he's able to track pieces around and combine that with the experience of knowing what exactly an algorithm does. So like, you know, I've got an algorithm for a certain F2L case, but I also know it changes this piece for that piece, you know, so I know that if I was tracking this piece, it's going to end up here. There is so much to looking ahead that it is impossible to teach. You know, I hope I can, you know, I've helped you understand looking ahead and what you might need to do, which is practice. That is all you can do. And trust me, you don't even need a tutorial to look ahead. When you start getting faster because you're practicing, you're going to look ahead all by yourself. And that's the point I'm trying to make by looking at the camera and then looking back. You know, I don't have to look at the pieces, so spend my time looking ahead. And that only comes with experience. So anyways, I hope this has helped a little bit. It's not really a tutorial. There's, like I said, it's very hard to teach how to look ahead because everybody does it differently. So anyways, I hope that you got something out of this video. I really do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.